Let's understand modal verbs. First is can. Can mean possibility. It can rain today. It's used to take permission or give permission. You can use my pen. Ability. She can dance. Could is used to talk about possibility. For example, it could snow tomorrow. It is used for polite requests. For example, could you help me? Another uses past ability, abilities in the past. For example, I could play the piano. Will. Will is used to talk about future actions. For example, I will attend the conference. Another use of will is to promise something. I will help you. Determination of doing something. For example, I will succeed. Next is would. Would is used to talk about polite request. For example, would you like some water? It is used to talk about a habitual past action, something that you used to do in the past. We can use would and used to talk about a habitual past action. For example, I would visit my grandparents every weekend. Would is used in conditional sentences when there is a condition. For example, I would go if I had time. Next is shall. Shall is used to talk about future intention. For example, I shall go tomorrow. It is used for making suggestions. Shall we go? It is also used for making formal promises. I shall return. Next is may. May is used to take or give permission. For example, you may enter or may I come in? Next use is to talk about a possibility. For example, it may snow. Next use is formalities. For example, may I assist? Next is might. Might is the past version of may. It is also used to talk about possibilities. For example, she might be late. Might is also used to refer to some uncertainty. Uncertainty is also related with possibility. For example, it might work. Might is also used for making suggestions. You might try. Next is must. Must is used to talk about necessities, something that is very important. You must wear uniform. Just like necessity, it is also used to talk about obligation. When you're obliged to do something. For example, you must finish on time. Must is also used for certainty. You had been working so long. You must be tired. Must is also used for suggestions. This restaurant serves the best food. You must try it. Let's come to ought to. Ought to is used for giving advice. You ought to rest. It is also used to give moral obligation, which is again related with advice. You ought to help. When you want to recommend something, then also you can use ought to. So for recommendation, ought to is used. You ought to try. And next up we have should. Should is the past version of shall. Should is used again to give advice just like ought to, but in an informal way. For example, you should rest. Ought to is more formal than should. Obligation, for example, you should finish. And lastly, to recommend something. You should see a doctor.